at Groom Time. We're going to do our little Groom Time talk today. We're back here again with my partner, Emmett.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we got Just. Y'all remember Just Fresh from some of the other episodes?
Oh, yeah.
We got Jason Campbell here. We got my boy Junior Carruthers over there. And we got Travis. Travis Aikens. Bam. All right. You know, make sure you guys like us, subscribe, you tell a friend, you know, and all that. And make sure I'm going to be telling you guys just slightly about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's this month, October. We want to put a shout out, but next week we're going to do some more to that. But today we want to talk about how important to us as African American is generational wealth. That's one question I want to know. Two is, as African Americans, do we know the difference between wealth and richness? And what is riches to you? And you know, I'm going to just throw the question out to Junior over here right now. How important is generational wealth to you?
Well, it's very important. I mean, it's something that we can fall back on from generation to generation. It was something that we never had. So something that's very new to us. So having generational wealth is very important to the black people, black community. Something that we can build and call our own. That's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at. I'm all for it. So,
is it something that you think we should all be striving for, or is it just each one?
No, we should. I mean, collectively we should. Of course, that's what we should do.
What about you, Travis? How do you think about it?
You know, we're in a land of lost cultural background. So, generational wealth, like you said, is tough sudden. We ain't got generations of wealth. Not too many black people. So, you know, it's good to be able to have that these days. You know, if we can build on that, and it ain't a lot of black old money, you know. So,
right.
You know, I think that's something everybody should strive for. You know, start with yourself if you can.
And what are some of the things, like as generational wealth, what can we do to strengthen our family's wealth?
Well, you know,
for generations, not just for now. Because I know we live for now, but like for generations.
That's true. Yeah. Man, for me, getting up in the morning is wealth. You know, just get up every morning, man. You know, do something.
And like you said, Emmett and I once talked about what richness really means to some people, and health is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a whole lot of money and
no help.
Health, it means nothing. That means nothing if you ain't here. You can't take it with you.
No.
So when you say rich, though, that's what people measure as money, you know, typically, and not other types of wealth.
Yeah, you be rich in life.
I think it's the Western culture look at wealth that way. Other countries don't look at wealth that way. It's just material things, or just money. Look at, you know, your overall well-being, your health, your spirituality, all that stuff is more important, you know.
So you think your spirituality has something to do with your richness?
Sure.
Richness in life.
Yeah, life, I mean, of course.
It depends on which, if you're talking about riches or wealth. It's like you said earlier. Your riches and your wealth are two different things.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that people try to do is buy things. Buying things, we're the capitalist society, so buying things is everything. So we even want to buy our happiness, which is really a falsehood. We always feel that money's going to make you happy or this, that, and the other, but it really doesn't. You can see a lot of rich people that are very unhappy. You can go into a home where people don't have as much money, and it's very loving. You feel the love and the warmth. And you can go to a home that has a lot of money, and the money's not an issue in that home, but you don't. The home is cold and doesn't feel, it's lifeless. So finding the essence of life is more important, and teaching our children what wealth really means, from financial to health to education. Everything has a level in wealth. not just money. It's not just a monetary thing.
I agree.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
100%. That just goes back to what we said. Whatever money you have, it means nothing if you ain't here to enjoy it. I mean, you just have to put yourself in, certain situations with all aspects of life, with the health, exercise, taking care of yourself, your diet, whatever it may be, and, doing your whatever investments that you might be into, just whether you work your pension and you own your business or, whatever.
Would you also consider your education,
Your
education part of your wealth?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because that not only creates, your ability to earn, the monetary things in life, but also the wealth of knowledge. And whatever your skill trade may be or your knowledge,
So it's a double. It's an investment in yourself because you're
Absolutely.
investing the money into yourself.
and you can make something off of it, but you can't discredit the ability to learn something or the knowledge of something. You can't never really put a price tag on it because it's always on how you use it, as long as you know something about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's never necessarily a price tag on it. Sky's the limit. It is what you make it. Whatever skill set or knowledge or trade or whatever it is, that degree, that you may have, it's how you use it and what you can do with it.
Whatever you want to do with all your might.
And then, it enables you to teach others. Maybe you could spread that knowledge.
Animosity. What's your definition of, or the definition of richness versus wealth? And the camera's over here. You off camera today? You discombobulated? Sorry about that. So, when we talk about generational wealth, would you talk about personal property and so forth like that? Is that part of the generational wealth, like jewelry and homes and stocks? What do we talk about when we're saying generational wealth besides health? Because we just talk about what the black people can obtain, the health and shit. We can get that, but how do we obtain the stocks, the bonds, the royalties, those type of things, and learn about it?
Knowledge.
And be legal with it.
And be legal with it.
We got a lot of stuff, but we can't explain how we got these things. Well, a lot of people have stuff like that.
We've had a lot.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of things have been actually stolen from us. I'll give you an example. We just got a beach back that we had owned. Black beaches.
Bruce's Beach.
Where's that at?
That's in Manhattan.
Manhattan Beach.
In Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
Right.
Bruce's Beach, Manhattan
That's
Beach.
just one story of many.
Yes.
Of how we've had a lot of our people that the culture, the dominant culture understands generational wealth. Understand they were stealing land left and right, stealing Native Americans. Tulsa, Oklahoma with Black Wall Streets, Bruce Beach, Rosewoods. We have them all. We have examples all over the place. So they understood that if we own property, if we own things, it was power. That's power.
Create that generational wealth.
So by destroying these things, making us start over again and again and again, we were having to start over all the time. From all the trauma they give to our culture. So now that we're in a different position, we have to now take hold of ourselves and take accountability of who we are and have an understanding that we do have to reach back towards our family to leave something for our family, and that moves on with our generational wealth. We have it. So I've seen it. I've seen people right here in our shop that's come through, families that's done very well, that's left children with things, nice things, and the families continued on, and they're building as a family, properties, education, all those different things. So we are on the right path. You know, it's not like we aren't doing that. We're behind the 8 ball because we've been damned. Not because we don't want it. It's because it's been taken from us in one, some way, shape, or form. Or we have to continuously start over again. So we're only a generation from Jim Crow laws.
Right.
We're only half 2 generations from the Depression, which was part of the whole scenario of creating all these different welfares and all these different institutions and stuff like that. So,
3 generations from slavery.
and we're only 3 generations from slavery. So, we've made a lot of strides, and like I said, there's a lot of families that's done well, own their property, and they're leasing it, they're giving it back to their children, and their children are doing it also. So it's not all bad.
We've heard stories like people that have property down in Louisiana, for instance, and they're on this channel, and these channels, like you can, maybe 200 yards across, they own the property on both sides of these channels. They now making millions of dollars because these different oil rigs, they got to go down those damn channels now.
Yeah.
So, we talk about the generational wealth when you pass it down.
I didn't even hear about that, bro.
Oh, no, there's a lot of people down there.
Got a great friend.
I'm not trying to put his name out there.
Owns the property off one of those channel locks in Louisiana that the oil barges want to use his area to port their stuff, and they need to. So they have to lease it from him every year.
Wow.
Right.
Sitting on a diamond in the rough. Wow.
That's just an example.
That's it. There's several examples of
other friends that knock down timber.
Acres and acres of land with nothing but wood. Timber.
My dad has some land. My dad has some
paper
land.
and
I know.
So,
no charge, and then they give you a check. Boom.
So, we do have certain ones, but here in California, it's kind of few and far between when you talk about it. For African Americans in generational wealth, you don't hear about it as often, like owning a lot of land or got oil and there ain't no oil on this property, or and it's like flashy. Everything is flashing, flashy out here, but
Well, California has a different appeal when it comes to that. There's a lot of black people out here doing well.
Talk to me.
Working well, engineers, architects, so everybody has taken their own path, of course. California is a land of immigrants. Everybody kind of migrated to
very diverse
from California from somewhere. My family's from the Texas area. We got friends with family from the Georgia area. My other friends from the Louisiana area. So California is only maybe a generation or 2 old, generally, in a family. And my family is only 1 generation old. My whole family's from Texas or back east. So it's a little bit hard to build something in 1 generation.
Very hard,
Now, another subject I want to hit up on, since, we want to just, I don't want to bang on one subject real fast. I want to know this, little guys, you have sons, and you have sons, and you have 1 son. And I wanted to ask, did you guys have the talk with your son about how to get stopped by the police? Definite fact.
Yes.
And what kind of conversation do you guys have with your sons about, being stopped when they get stopped by the police?
I haven't had that conversation with mine.
I have.
I did.
Definitely.
I told my kids was all about, when you get stopped by the police, it's all about coming home.
Yep.
So it's not about being the floor show. It's not about yelling and cussing out a police officer or whatnot. You give them the license what they need, and then you keep them and you say the least amount as possible. You do not talk. You say the least amount as possible. Answer only the question.
And I think, like, for me, I told my kids that when you get stopped, you roll all your windows down.
Yeah.
You drape your hands across the steering wheel so they can see you. You wait for him to come up, and when he asks for something, you tell him, it's in my glove box. I need to reach over to my glove box to get my license or my registration or whatever it is. So that there is no, oh, well, he was making a jerky action and I didn't know what he was doing. You explain to him what you're doing beforehand.
Yeah.
So there is no, if there is an incident, it's not on my son, it's on that officer making that choice to do whatever he wanted to do. So, and always be respectful and polite.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it. It'll go smooth. You won't have no trouble.
You think so?
And I haven't had that issue.
Yeah.
And they haven't had that issue.
We can play both sides of that
You know.
stick. We do get harassed, but we do bring some things upon ourselves.
Yeah.
We do need to just understand that it's about going home.
Yep. Exactly.
Not fighting the police, not snatching something from them or whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I have a job to do,
Exactly.
which I respect.
Yeah.
But
And he wants to come home himself.
He does. And
But depending on what officer you are,
well, we got to.
because sometimes not only they
Some
want
have
to
an
hold
agenda.
themselves,
Yeah.
sometimes they want to get you a case.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to kick your ass.
We don't comply
Sometimes
always.
they wanna arrest you.
I don't want to I don't want to put it on us.
No,
It ain't about us.
it's not.
It's not about
Like I
us.
said, they have agendas too.
And there's some eggs over there that we know that aren't
Are
that
bad.
good either. So, but answering Anthony's question, do as best you can. Be respectful. Put your hands. Let them know where your hands are. And have your ID and your registration ready.
Just let them know what you're doing. It's here.
That's
It's
about all you
there.
can do. And
That's
then
it.
hope you didn't get the egg that.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the broken tail light, homie.
Well, we're not.
Broken tail lights, Jay. Homie,
Well,
what are you doing?
There is,
Where are you on your way to?
There are those out there.
yeah, no one's gonna argue
Exactly.
that, but.
Some cold stops out here. I experienced a couple myself.
I would say
I've done everything like
Well,
he said, and I
I
still had to
done-
step out the fucking car. I look like some motherfucker and all of this shit.
Other than that, where's the dope?
All of this
Where's
shit.
it at?
Where I
Where's it at?
I ain't on parole. I've
a
seen
business
you around
owner.
this
I'm a business
motherfucker
owner.
before.
you be happy they didn't find it.
I'm not gonna tell you shit. After a while, I'm starting to
You
get
be happy they
this
didn't
up.
find it. It was in there.
And then you start thinking, dude,
Not
they
that
talking
time.
white boys.
You be happy
It
with
might have been there once or twice.
Why would you be
Not
scared?
that time.
you happy they didn't find it.
I asked him, do you think they talk to white boys like that? He said
they're not
no,
scared.
because they're not scared. So why you scared? You got the gun and the bulletproof vest.
It doesn't matter.
The fuck you scared? Why you fear
You're
your life?
intimidated.
Why are you intimidated by me when you the one with the bulletproof vest and the goddamn gun?
You
And
intimidated.
the training.
You're intimidated by the unknown.
That's some bullshit, bro.
You know.
Well, what kind of training did you have?
Yeah.
That you intimidated because you coming up to my car?
Yeah.
But you have,
What? My ass?
no, but you have to say, if I'm a black officer, a lot of them just go along with the program. They don't come and say, back off. That's not right.
That's not some do, some don't.
You know,
I
some of them don't do that. Some of them will step in and do that.
At least let them speak for themselves.
You
They're
know.
hard, Brothers will go. I'm sure that they go in there and intervene in a lot of scenarios.
I don't know.
And I'm not a police officer or whatnot. But I'm just
Jeffrey
saying,
Dahmer, what was his name? Not Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm not saying all him. I'm just saying.
I agree.
I'm not saying all.
I know.
But they're looking at it in the aspect of when I get in a situation, these white guys are the only ones that are going to be coming to back me up.
No, it's a team.
And if I do something that's pissing them off, I'm going to be out there all by myself in this situation.
It's a team approach. So when I'm in front lines, it's
Yeah.
a team approach.
You
You gotta have a team approach.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so we understand that. You don't want to break nothing, but there's a scenario though that could go overboard, and I agree with Anthony in a lot of scenarios that if you're an officer that doesn't, you're not even as good as the person that didn't act.
No.
You're the same.
Yeah.
So definitely, and I agree with that.
No, you are.
In some regards, I do. So.
But along with it,
No, it's if I'm out with you, you rob somebody and kill somebody, I'm going down for the same exact thing, and I didn't even do anything. So a police officer should be in that same boat.
You're right.
And
they don't.
No, they're not.
They can turn up because the police officer is the only one that I know that can kill somebody, and we got to do this investigation. That's what happens if your doctor accidentally kills somebody. Bro, they not gonna be there too long, bro. So, we put all of this damn responsibility and trust that they're gonna do the right thing. Like the one cop. What was the cop?
That's the bottom line.
Why did the cop shoot the lady in Long Beach the other day? What was that all about? Homie, that's at a high school, bro. You gotta.
I saw that.
Come on, you to school, bro.
That 18-year-old.
A step above a proctor, and you told somebody. What is that all about? What did they do so bad? So there's something with this training. They intimidated that bad?
Well, maybe a bad hire.
Yeah, maybe a bad hire. But again, you got to
So are we looking for excuses each time?
I didn't say that.
No.
Okay.
A bad hire is a bad hire.
No.
Bad training.
There's a lot of people that I'm like, how did you become a police officer?
Put your hand on
Right.
Put your hand on the gun like that. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
But it is very
down.
Over a school fight?
What?
It was just a fight.
A fist fight.
Yeah.
Man.
It is very important to
Prison your
at least give our sons the tools to get out of that situation.
Yep.
It is as good as you get. We're not trying to have anything happen adverse to our children just because they're hot-headed, angry, mad, do something irrational, make an erratic move, erratic move that it ends at that point.
So, okay, now, do you guys talk to your boys about who they got in the car with them? Because I can see getting stopped and you got a hot-headed homeboy over there just, what the hell?
You're right. It's the same. So, I mean, that's personal. So hopefully your child will have enough.
Hopefully you raise them right.
There's some sense in their aspects too.
The right type of friends. You hope.
So, I mean,
Just like our parents taught us growing up.
all our parents do our best.
Yeah.
And right now, it's so unforgiving out here with these guns and the way the Instagram shows, and you try to show your ego all the time, and people trying to act like there's something that they're not.
Yeah.
And it's really
Too much information. It's a whole lot of information.
a lot of information.
Like you said, they don't even get beat up no more.
I know.
Nobody gets beat up no more. Nobody gets beat up. Nobody just takes a good fight and say, I'm going to go home and battle. Learn how to fight. I won't get that nigga by,
That's the old days.
That was us.
I was listening to somebody
As soon as you start fighting, somebody runs into a car, gets a gun,
Yep.
and all hell.
and that's what happened in Texas. Did you see that video from the fight in Texas in the high school?
No.
Homeboy got beat up, went to the car and got the gun. Basically.
Yeah.
Shit, in Texas, they got them handy.
Yeah, they do.
Shit.
Yeah. And the kids don't.
No.
Kids ain't got a hand. He had a hand.
He was a bad kid. He was a bad kid. The guns didn't do that, he did.
Yeah.
Bad or good, just
I mean, people like to try to say, oh, gun control and this and that.
Alright, stay good. Sorry, man.
All right, so.
You all right?
You cool?
I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm wonderful.
Where's your... Is it gone?
All gone.
Look.
I got a little corner here. I think I'm going to throw it out though. The ice is melted.
That camp got loose on him too.
It's not the same what it was.
Yeah, so that's crazy though. Glad you said you haven't had a talk though, huh?
Man, I ain't seen my son in so long, man. Shit, he of age, you know. Shoot, he probably tell me a few things. You know what I mean? Shoot. He in the Air Force and all that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in the Air Force. He's there in Maryland.
Oh, he on the East Coast.
Yeah, he out there, you know, he in Maryland. He's in the Air Force or something. In the Air Force base.
Annapolis or something like that?
Huh? Is
Annapolis.
there like I don't know the name of the Air Force base. It's an Air Force base out there somewhere in Maryland.
Yeah.
That's like Baltimore, all that area.
That's the one where the president that fly in out all the time.
Yeah, you know, he's a linguist or something like that.
Oh, that's great, man.
He
been in there a minute now.
I'm gonna sing, you know what I mean? And you know, it's hard to see people that's in that field in.
How old is your son now anyway?
Shoot, I think he's like 25.
Older than he? Oh, yeah, they was up there like our kids. I was around the same age.
They was little like
They was all like, mine is 26. So, yeah.
He's just a baby, but you know, he like 6'6", 6'7". Oh shit, he can tell, you know, he doing all right.
He better go to see Brian McKnight. I told him, don't put it on Facebook. Everybody gonna know he was a female. Everybody gonna know he was a female.
I'm hanging with the boys tonight.
Yeah, right. Brian McKnight.
Have a good time, too.
Yeah. Don't put that on Facebook. You're gonna be busted. Brian McKnight, you didn't take me.
Oh, yep.
Well, it was good talking to everybody. Stay tuned to our next episode because I'm going to be bringing something in about breast cancer awareness month because we have some information about men even get breast cancer. It's rare, but we do have it. And I got some information about it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Like us, share us, subscribe, tell a friend. MD.
thank you.
Jay. Peace out. Junior.
Have a good one.
All right. And Travis.
Here we go.
Glide. That's glide, y'all. That's the V glide. Peace.